Michael, a bit of an unusual one, is that you go in sort of higher up on the ladder and coming off a win as opposed to previous couple of derbies. Do you take extra confidence from that?
Yeah, I think we played a good brand of footy on the weekend, and our girls have got to get some confidence out of that. And I think it doesn't matter our opponent this week. We take some confidence in from what we delivered on the weekend.
You talk about building, Mick. What are your expectations for the game against Dockers? As far as ticking off those key criteria to continue that growth.
I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a really contested game. I think looking at the numbers yesterday, I think Fremantle are sitting second in the pressure, so and we're sixth, so it's going to be a high pressure game, and whatever team can deal with that the best is going to get on top. And obviously there's a crucial battle going on in the midfield, as most games of footy are, so we look forward to the challenge and we're up for the fight.
Have you been able to watch much of the Dockers, and what have you made of their season? Seems like haven't got the win there, but building.
It's my day today, watching Freo's game from last week. We just finished our review yesterday and sort of worked our way through that. So I've got a busy day ahead today, and obviously we're only 2 days out from games, so have a look today.
Key matchup sort of at the back, who maybe goes to Anya-Tai?
Well, I think we've got a couple of options down there, and we've got Soph McDonald, who's playing good for us, and Eleanor Hartle, who's been very good in her 2 games. So, just depending on where she plays, how high up the ground she gets, and a number of things. So we'll take it from there. So
is this the year the Eagles come away and get the first win on the board for the Derby?
Oh, look, it'll be nice, as obviously we play every game to win. We wanted to win 2 weeks ago against Essendon as well, and we never got over the line. So we're going out there to win, and if we do that at the end of the day, we'll all be happy.
Slow start for Freo Trent, but even though you guys had a draw on the weekend, do you guys take a bit of momentum from the draw? And what it wasn't the 4 points, but 2 points. Take a bit of momentum from that?
Yeah, not so much the result, but definitely the way we played. Obviously, we started the season with 2 poor performances, particularly against Geelong. And then it was a much improved performance against Western Bulldogs, but we didn't get the game on our terms too often. Last week, we played a lot more of our Freo brand of footy, and we're happy with that. So still obviously things to work on, but we definitely take some momentum out of that game.
Been the big sister for so long, is there anything you can leverage out of that record, or is it even playing field going into this one?
I think you do get some confidence out of having a winning record against a side. So there's no doubt that we've got a lot of the players who've played in those derbies before and know what it feels like to win those. So that definitely does give you a bit of confidence, and also a bit of steel to perform well this week.
And at the start of the year, the players were sort of talking up, being confident in the chances this year, and Hayley spoke about media predictions being up in the change rooms. Do you think maybe you let a bit too much of the outside in the first few rounds?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that had any effect on that. We had a few factors went against us early, and then we performed below our expectation, not anybody else's. So, I don't think that had anything to do with where we're at the moment. But we've now got our list is getting healthier, and the main thing is our list has been able to train together over the last 3 weeks, so we get some improvement out of that. We've seen some really good signs on the track and on the park on the weekend, so we just got to keep building that into this Thursday's RAC Derby.
And the pair of you have a footy history going back to playing alongside each other, bragging rights on the line again. Can you talk us through how you guys have sort of weaved through the same journey?
Yeah, we were primary school together, Camboon Primary School, graduates, and then different high schools, but we played together at Fremantle Junior Footy Club, so I was a year below Michael. My side couldn't win a premiership, Michael's won a heap, but when we got to 17s, we joined up together, so I snuck one in with Michael that year. So before that would have been your last year of juniors. Yeah. At that point. So, it's interesting how our paths diverged from there and then come back as foes now.
Mick, do you tell that to the side? We need to win against Trent.
It didn't work last season. I'm not going to roll it out again. No, I think, we've known Trent for a long time and respect what he's done in football as well. So, another challenge for us, and I think it's 4-0 in terms of derby wins, but 1-0 his way in terms of our coaching record. So we'll look to even the ledger this week.
How much you look back at West Coast's game on the weekend, Trent? Obviously they came off a win. How much you look back at that?
Similar to Michael, I have a really good look at it today. I watched a little bit of it before our game, but then switched off. And I know the scores look low, but from what I saw, they actually had really good control of the game. And I had a good look at against them against Essendon, where they obviously had some average patches, but they also had a lot of periods where they had good control as well. So I think it'll be a game on Thursday where both sides have momentum at different stages, and it'll be those that can capitalise on that and then also arrest momentum will be the side that comes out on top.
Mick, for you guys, the momentum seems to be coming more in the second half. How do you make sure it comes from the first bounce?
Yeah, I think on the weekend we delivered 4 quarters for the first time since I've been in the club, and we tried a few things different in the way we prepared and the way we warmed up, and we were looking to replicate that this week. It's nice to walk away from the game and feel like you're in the fight the whole time. So, yeah, we have had some really slow starts to games, and second halves we've come good, but it's too late. Results done by then. So we've had a bit of a focus on our starts and how we prepare to play, and we got that right last week. So hopefully we've learnt and we come out on Thursday and perform well in the first quarter.
Is Sedge expected to be out with that calf injury?
Yeah, she'll miss. She obviously hurt her calf during the game against GWS, so she'll be missed down back.
Yeah, Trent, any injury concerns, or have you got a relatively healthy list to pick from now?
Yeah, getting back towards that. So Roxy Rue will be available for selection. And Maddie Scanlon hurt her wrist on the weekend, so she'll be doubtful at this stage, but we'll probably give her a fair bit of... We'll see how she goes at training, but hopefully she can get up. But more unlikely than likely with her at this stage. But the rest who played on the weekend got through fine.
And Trent, how are you finding this period? I mean, it's almost a new challenge for you. We've known Fremantle to be quite successful throughout the years, and now you're sort of going, all right, we've got the draw on the board, but it's maybe an unusual position for you to be in. Is it nice to have a different challenge in a way?
No, it is, and it definitely is. There used to be just pressure every week. You had to win to get those top 2 or top 4 spots that you're aiming at, and the focus has definitely changed with our start this year after the first 2 rounds, where it was, okay, we just need to improve and get better. And the girls have been fantastic in taking that on board, and we're just trying to build bit by bit. We're not trying to fix everything at once. And the way they've done that and taken on a few different things that we're working on has been, it's been fantastic. It would have been great to get the result for them on the weekend, because they've really tried hard to implement the things that we've been asking to do over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, as a coach, it's actually really rewarding to go to training, trying to improve little things and seeing that improvement out there. So that's all we can be doing at the moment, and looking forward to doing that again this week. Shortened week, we can't do too much on the track, but hopefully we can just implement a couple of things on the weekend which will help us play better in the RAC Derby on Thursday.
With that shortened week, it does obviously affect how both teams can prepare.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, we obviously played in Sydney and travelled back, got in late that night, so we did basically nothing on the track last night, and we'll have a captain's run tomorrow morning, and it will be 15 minutes if that. So yeah, not much training this week, more about recovery, getting your bodies right to go again.
And speaking of a shortened week, how much preparation can you guys put into a different stadium, a different ground to play on? Trent first. Yeah,
not much preparation needed to play here. We don't have to worry about the peculiarities of the wind and different things like you do at Freo or Mineral Resources. So we won't have to worry about that too much with the game style of things. We can probably be a little bit more aggressive with our ball movement, knowing that the conditions are going to be good and different things like that. But the short week, it's actually ideal that we're playing against someone else with the short week. So there's no, if anything, we have the advantage because we haven't had to travel during that week. But both teams will be fresh, mentally ready to go. It's a derby. Everyone fires up for it. So there'll be no one sort of complaining about it coming around so quickly. Everyone's really excited for it.
And Mickey, you're still only new in the competition, the Eagles. Do the girls still get a massive thrill playing at Optus Stadium and having a game there? Yeah,
I think they really enjoy coming here to play, and I think it's a public holiday obviously on Thursday, so it's a great opportunity for fans to get down and support the RAC Derby and bring their families along and support their teams. They do get a kick out of it, and they love coming here to play, and it's the premier stadium in WA, so absolutely they do.
And Michael, just how have you seen Dana Hooker's season to date? She's played almost across all 3 lines now. Is she the ultimate utility, or are you trying to settle her a bit?
I think she can deliver in any line we put her. She's such a professional in what she does, and I think what we've seen on the weekend is the pressure that she delivered in our front half was very good. So we know we can play her through the midfield. We know we can put her on halfback if we have to. We've got some young emerging midfielders that need time in the midfield, and Dana's really open to moving around and playing her role within the team wherever we put her. She's open to that. So her buy-in to playing those roles has been outstanding.